But I'm going to move right into the question of the week, which
Okay.
is still on the Hyatt thing. So that's part of the reason I'm not going to roast you too, so that we can transition right into this, because a number of people mentioned something and I want to throw out there and see what you think about. They've mentioned some variation on this. So Dave, on that post that I wrote about mattress running Hyatt globalist status, said, having committed to this mattress run globalist pursuit, the Hyatt credit card would obviously benefit you substantially going forward. I assume you're not getting it because you're over 524. If so, have you considered asking Ms. Nick to get the card? That's my wife, to get the card and pursuing status in her name, assuming that she's under 524. So should I be getting the Hyatt credit card, Craig? Should one of us be getting, whoever's going to do this mattress run, should we be getting, because if you get that, you're going to get some nights towards status,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Do you are you both under, or is one
We're
of
both
you
under
under?
524.
Both
Both
under.
under 520. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So it's so interesting because if you think of it as a point stay, it's sort of easier to do the math. Like if you're thinking about doing 30 nights at 5,000 points a night, what's that? 150,000 points. But
Right.
once you have the credit card, you don't need to do quite as many. So let's call it 130,000 just to make it simpler. And then you would get back 10% more points than you would have, right? So you'd get back 13,000 points more than, so you're saving those 13,000 plus the 20,000 points that get you from, that you would have had to spend to do the full 30 nights, which you don't have to do because the credit card gives you some nights. So, so what are we at now? We're at 33,000 points saved. This is compared to an all points day just because the math's easier that way. Plus you get the sign up bonus, which is 50,000 points. So you're talking about 83,000. So that's pretty good. And of course you get the benefit of in future, you'll be able to qualify for more of these type of promotions, and you'll be able to spend your way to incremental status levels when you're close to hitting a elite status and not quite there. So I think there's a lot to be said for getting it. The one and only argument I'd say against it is that we predicted that Hyatt was going to come out with a better offer in response to all these Marriott offers. So.
And this is the part of the show where I tell you that we were right, but we didn't know how soon we would be right, because the offer did in fact change on that card the next day after we recorded this, and now it comes with 10 elite nights this year and 10 elite nights next year. So the rest of this conversation where we talk about how we'd wait for a better offer, well, that time has come, and that does change things a little bit. So keep that in mind and see the show notes for links to the post about the new offer on the World of Hyatt credit card.
If it was me, I'd say I'll wait about a month or so, or however long is sort of reasonable to know that once you sign up, you'll get the card in time for the stay, and then sign up. If the offer gets bigger before that, go ahead and sign up for that bigger offer. That's my thing.
So there's another piece on the argument for getting it that I think is complementary but separate, and that's, let's forget about the award stay standpoint for a second. Let's say I was still going to pay for the stay because you get, 5 elite nights with the credit card. I would need 5 fewer nights.
You'd save money there, and you would also, you would need 2.5 fewer nights because of the doubling.
So right. So I'd only save 2 nights there. So it's not necessarily a large.
But you'll have 2 more nights from meeting the spend for the minimum spend. So the minimum spend on the credit card is 6,000. Every 5,000 you get 2 elite nights. So you're going to save at least 3 nights off this mattress run. Maybe more if you do more spend, like if you go all the way to 10,000 spend or whatever. Or
all the way to 15 for the free night certificate, then you end up with 6 nights
there.
there.
So it's a little hard to
11 nights.
to model it
Yeah.
exactly, but it definitely saves you. And then you would earn what, 4 points per dollar instead of the 3 with the Sapphire Preferred for paying for the stay as well. So that's
Right. It's a couple
pretty
thousand
nice
points there
too.
too. Yeah. I mean, I
Mhm.
think there are definitely some good arguments for getting it. Now, my argument against getting it, beyond the fact that I do agree with Greg that I think we'll probably see a better bonus. So I would wait right now, at least for a little bit, to see if that better bonus comes around, because Chase hasn't been as good about matching bonuses as they used to be. So you kind of have to wait if you think it's
Right.
going to go up. But the other thing, I am not as bullish on the Hyatt credit card long term as most bloggers are. I think that it certainly has a place and it can be a very good card. I think that the 15K spend for a category 1 to 4 certificate is worth doing if you have the card. I'm not necessarily super excited about another category 1 to 4 type certificate, especially because I find Chase Ultimate Rewards points so easy to manufacture spend that
Mhm.
15,000 points is not hard for me to pick up. So I'm not as excited about the category 1 to 4 cert as some people would be for spend. And then on top of all that, it is a great card if you're naturally going to be close to hitting status with Hyatt, and that little bit of spend or the 15K spend there can help you. But realistically, I don't think I'll get anywhere near requalifying for Hyatt again. I mean, I don't typically spend 60 nights per year in hotels, or 55 nights per year in hotels, or 50 nights per year in hotels. I pick up status by gaming other things that I can, and I'm not going to do enough spend, I don't think, to bridge the
All
gap.
right. What I would love to see you do, you do a fair amount of manufactured spend, and so
Right.
what I'd love to see you do is take the same analysis you did for this mattress run to say, like, how much are these sweet upgrade awards worth to you, and say and figure out how much return would you get on manufacturing spend on the Hyatt card in out years. Obviously, if you did this mattress run now, you wouldn't need to do that until 2022.
Right.
But it, it very well might be worth it. So, yeah, I'd be
Yeah,
interested in seeing that. Maybe
yeah,
that's a future post for you.
maybe. So interesting. You guys gave us some things to think about there. I thought it was a good question and a good topic to bring up anyway, to consider that card. If you're going to be going after this mattress run, you don't have it and you qualify for it, it may be a tool that you want to use. I was not totally convinced initially, but the more I'm thinking about it now, and maybe it is a good idea. Um, so, so we'll have to do some more math and run some more numbers on that.